Jim Theodorakis, and the outfit here is Morrison Realty. Morrison Realty was started by a high school teacher, Charlie Morrison. This goes back in the mid-70s. And then Charlie realized it was very difficult to run a business and continue to teach school, and of course the bread and butter was teaching school. So anyway, he had a woman working for him, Shirley Coffey. Shirley since passed away, but Shirley took over Morrison Realty, and I came to work for her in 1980. Right around there, interest rates were right around 8%. Bingo, they go to 18, 19% when we hit the 80s. And that just threw cold water on everything. Shirley decided to bail out, and I bought the business from her. It's been Morrison Realty, from Charlie Morrison to Shirley Coffey to me. I wasn't about to change the name. I bought all these signs that said Morrison Realty, so I can't, what am I doing, make it Theodorakis Real Estate? It's been a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I started selling real estate. I didn't know anything about it, but you learn as you went along. I enjoyed the people. The people needed a service. It was rewarding. It's kind of funny to say, but I know I'd read a thing years ago that 75% of the people disliked their job, some of them immensely. And here I was enjoying what I did and still being able to buy groceries with it, and then it continued on. Originally, this was a bakery, and I'm going back to the turn of the century. I don't know, whenever it was built, 1860s, I think. And upstairs, there's still remnants of 3 bowling alleys. But anyway, it was a bakery. I don't know, fast forward, it became the floor shop, and then he went out of business, and I just ended up here. And my grandfather, Gus, opened the ice cream store, which was the Sugar Bowl, 1911. So, part of my family has been in business downtown since 100 years ago or more. I enjoy it. I enjoy being by the canal. I grew up here. When the bell rings and I know the bridge is going up, that's just part of living in a small town. Yeah, the traffic gets backed up and life slows down a little bit. I was advised that's if you want to make money, you got to get out of Albion, but I enjoyed it. I made enough money. I'm not greedy about it. It's not so much the money. You want to be comfortable in life. When I got out of college, I went to work for a bank, and I had trouble trying to picture myself, you know, with monogram shirts and cufflinks and suspenders. And at some point you come to a realization that maybe you're a small town guy and not a big city guy. If I moved somewhere, more than likely it would still end up being a small town because that's where I'm comfortable. It's that simple. I will say this, today, especially the younger people, they've grown up with their phone, with a computer. I think it's important to bring the people in here, sit down and make them feel comfortable, and answer. There's a lot of questions, there's a lot of things that I know they have questions about, but perhaps they're afraid to ask. So I just take it from start to finish. You know, I'll handle getting you pre-qualified, I'll handle you getting to the bank. I can explain things about your credit. There's ways to find money that's needed to buy a house. For my money, the easiest way to sell somebody is to get face-to-face with them and have some real interpersonal contact and answer their questions and answer them truthfully. There's no future, especially in a small town, of misleading someone. In my business, there's times that I'm in a position to take advantage of somebody to make more money. The long run, I mean, I don't want to sound like a white knight in shining armor, but in the long run, you might as well lay your cards on the table and, you know, you got a seller that wants to sell, you got a buyer that wants to buy, let's put the deal together. I think there'll always be a need for a realtor, but God knows what the future is going to bring. But so far, so good. I enjoy what I'm doing, and I don't have a problem getting up each day and doing it. 132 North Main Street, Albion. jtheo@rochester.rr.com. 585-615-0800.